Take two. Fuck, I'm an idiot, and I just did a whole 5-6 minute video about effed up stories, effed up or funny stories about my life, and I took a picture of myself instead, and then I just happened to look up in the corner and realize I'm not even recording. Alright, dumb me. About as dumb as me in the story that I'm about to tell. So anyway, I'm up, right now I'm in Etobicoke, New Toronto, Long Branch, kind of border, 22nd Street, where I used to live, and this is where I used to live as a kid, and so let me get more comfortable, lean on my bike. Anyway, so this kid I used to know, I used to live down at that end of the street, and he used to live way down at that end of the street, right where that car's turning, which is Lakeshore. And so one day we got in our head, or at least it was probably his idea to begin with, because I was pretty young and I probably wouldn't even have thought about this on my own. He was young too, he was probably about 10, whereas I was 7, to go to this lady's house and pick all her tulips. I'm not going to show you the house, it's a few doors back behind me, but I'm not going to show the exact house just for privacy reasons, obviously. But anyway, so we pick all her flowers, and then we decide to take that off. I'm sweaty, and you can see my bald head. But anyway, so we decide to take them and sell them up and down the street. Now, how I got caught, my dad's version of the story is he seems to think that I went to the house and tried to sell them back to the lady, which is completely untrue. We were selling them door to door, just along the street here, and for a quarter each or 50 cents each, I don't know. 7 years old, that's a lot of money, especially back in 1980, 81, whatever, and I guess 1980. And so anyway, he seems to think, yeah, we went to her house, but that never actually happened. I was just dumb enough to steal them in the first place and then try and sell them on the street she lives on as well as the street I live on. But just smart enough that I wouldn't go to her house and try and sell them back to her, because that would, even in a 7-year-old's mind, that would make absolutely no sense. But anyway, how I actually got caught by my parents, it was actually funny. So my parents we were driving, and as we come around the corner right here at that's Birmingham Street or Birmingham Road, I think. So we're pulling in to go up to my house just up the street there, and I think my mom said to my dad, or my dad, one of them said to the other, that there's a house here with like a lot of really nice flowers. She wanted to stop and have a look, or he or she wanted to stop and have a look. Anyway, so we pull up, and now there's a house kind of near where I'm standing now, probably just a couple doors back, where they actually still had like a bunch of tulips in their front, in front of their in front of their porch or whatever. So anyway, so they pull up there, and one says to the other, go, oh, no, that's not it, it's a little further up. And I think they're gauging my reaction to see what would happen if they went to the wrong one first, maybe. So anyway, I kind of saw it, and I'm thinking to myself, I remember thinking like, oh, okay, it's not the house. So they go, you know, oh, it's not that one, go up a little further, and then of course they get to the right house, and there's no flowers there, there's just the stems sticking out of the ground, at least what was left of them. So anyway, I'm 7, so I'm thinking the best way to act innocent is to look the other way and just pay absolutely no attention, which realistically is probably the easiest way you're going to get caught. I think the smartest thing, if I was smart enough to think about it, would have just been sarcasm, like, oh yeah, those are really nice there. So anyway, that's how I got caught. And then so later on that day, my dad brings me down. It might have been both my parents, I can't remember. It's probably both of them. Brought me down to the house and had me knock on the door and apologize to the woman. And she wasn't mad. She was probably mad initially when she went and saw somebody had stole all her flowers. Hi, airplane. Saw somebody had stolen all her flowers, and but My guess is somebody in the neighborhood, they recognized me. I mean, like, all the kids in the neighborhood back then, we were always outside doing shit, so they probably would have tipped off my parents about who did it, or tipped off the woman, and maybe the woman came to us, or something to that effect. But anyway, so they bring me over to her home, and you know, I apologize and everything, and she asked me, she goes, do you like tulips? I said, yeah. And she goes, well, why did you kill them all? I remember she asked me that, and so that's really not really much more to say about that. It's just kind of how I got caught. It was just kind of funny how I got caught. And then but the funny thing is, after we got money, like, we did sell pretty much all of them, and so instead of just divvying up the money like the logical thing to do, my older friend decides to say, okay, you know what, we don't want to get caught with this money, because, you know, it's stolen money, and of course I'm a kid, like, I'm 7, and I'm believing him. So we put it all in a bag, and then we hid it under some garbage cans behind where I was living. And of course, as soon as I went inside, he probably just went back and grabbed them all, because the money was all gone. So that was I got caught stealing. I got in trouble, probably grounded or something, and had to go back and apologize to the woman, and I didn't even get any of the money. So anyway, that's it for this one. Just thought it was a funny little story. Since I was in this neighborhood, I thought I would share it. And I guess until the next one, bye.